Hello YouTube, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make a simple battery graphical status at the bottom of your screen, which will show you the remaining percentage of your battery. So we start by creating Windows Form application, name it battery status or I don't know, and create it, okay. Now in here we're going to set topmost to true, so it's always on top, and opacity to 0%, and former form border style to none. And also you can select double buffer to true, but that is not necessary. Then go to events and create paint event. Now go back and go to toolbox, create one timer and set it to 1 second and enable it true and create tick. So now we can start by like this. We're going to use power status class, name it power, and we're going to create two variables, one named battery and another one of type double called piece. And now I can go to timer tick. So we start by getting screen uh, height, so we can place our uh, status bar at the bottom of the screen, and this value is you can set it to whatever you want. It will be the height of your status bar at the bottom of the screen. Now we're going to create also width, and now we're going to calculate size of one piece. So what was the size of 1% on the screen, like so. We're going to convert width to double and divide it by 100. Now we're going to set location of our form to 0y, so at the bottom of the screen, and set its size, screen size, to width, and this can be anything because it will be beyond the visible, it will be below the screen, so it will be not visible anywhere. And now last thing, we set opacity to 1. We using opacity 0 by default, so when you run the program, there would be a form in center of the screen for a second until it would update and go here. So that's why we have opacity set to 0. And now we're going to get our battery value by converting to int32 from power battery life percent times 100, because it is not from 0 to 100 but from 0.00 to 1.00, and invalidates the surface. Now we can go to form paint and also create array of colors. So color C equals color red, color orange, color green. This will represent our remaining battery. So we start by creating variable named color and set it to 2, because we have 3 elements inside array and there are starting from 0 to, so 0 1 2. So you can also do this, but you don't need it, so you can just leave it like this. And you're going to set color by remaining percentage inside batteries, like so. So when it's below, so by default it will be green. When it's below 60, it will set to orange, and then again when it's below 30, it will set to red. You can set this to whatever you want. This can be 80, this can be 10 or whatever. And now just create graphics G, and last step will be fill rectangle inside the form. So new solid brush, which will use C and color, and new rectangle of with 0.00, and now we convert to int 32 and piece times battery. So when battery is 92%, and piece will be like 10 pixels, it will, and full width will be 1000 pixels, it will color in 920 pixels from left. And last thing, set to this height, and that's all you need. So now I'm going to put it in my notebook and show you how it works. Last thing I forgot to mention is go back to the designer and go to properties, and at the bottom go to show in taskbar and set it to false, otherwise you would have it in here as running application. You don't want that. So now I can run it and hopefully it will work. So, and there we go. It's about right. I think I have 74%, so that should be right. We can test it however, let's set this to, I don't know, 50%, and it should be orange and in middle of the screen. And it is. So it's working. And nice thing about the way we did this is when you change your resolution, the status bar will it will take no longer than a second to adjust to new setting and go to bottom of the screen. I can test it, but I don't know if my recording try. And there we go. It's at the bottom of the screen again. So yeah. So you don't have to worry about having a form in middle of your screen when you plug in your projector or something. So that's about it, guys, and see you soon.